Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
At the 27-yard line.
Ready? So we got man. Switch.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 44. Let's go, heavy. Heavy, what you got? Go. Get out there. Give me some. Here we go. Watch twins.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
47. Let's go. Pick it up, G. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check. Watch the run.
A first down throw for Prescott. Able to find a rookie from Ohio State, Paris Campbell. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
That's trash. Here we go, 46. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Silver.
Prescott from the gun. And the pressure gets to him again. Calais Campbell has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
3-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
QB's trash. Let's go.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Oh, you Kareem Hunt. We know you've got the power. We know you've got the speed. Now how about that? Show us a little bit of that wiggle in there. How about that one, partner?
Can you imagine trying to tackle that? Yeah, I'll stay up here with you. Looking long for West. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And now the Jags are going to go for 2 here. Now Foles. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Kill. 47. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. 26.
On play action, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Miles Jack with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
It's been a long day for you.
Check 31, check 31.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing, Prescott. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Running on 1st down with Ware. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check. Here we go.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Kareem Hunt, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the out. Watch the out. Fo's to Mike. Mike's Fo.
Prescott. To the right side to Eric Ebron. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. Blood shot. 44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike. Check.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
To throw is Prescott. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. Prescott now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
44, Mike. 44. Quit talking about it and bring it. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. Check. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike.
Prescott now. Left side, Doyle with it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check.
On 2nd down, it's Ware. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
We're going to 53. 44 is Mike. Check. Oh, here we go.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kareem Hunt on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Jaguars 26, Colts nothing. Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
Lambeau now. After the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown.
And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Foles. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Wesley Woodyard. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambeau comes on. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards away. And Lambeau will put this one through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Switch it, hey. Check. Hey, go kill.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. He's got it to Hilton. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
Let's go.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. On 1st down, it's Mack. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Get ready.
Check 37.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
47.
Watch the twist. Watch the 22. Jet cover. 22. Jet. 26.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2.
No, we're going to 54. Why is
46 to Mike.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And that will force a turnover on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Here's Foles. Eluding the pressure right. Open man right side is Shark. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Justin Houston in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Prescott now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Where? And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at that time, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Mike Popo, go.
On second down, Prescott again. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Mack. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
44, Mike, 44. You don't want to go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Colts get a bit closer. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game is certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Anthony Walker, the other Colts linebacker with over 100 tackles a year ago, making the play there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Foles. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd-and-2 situation.
Here we go. Here we go. Good team on it. Good team on it. Coming after you. I'm coming after you. Let it go.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Purple 64.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Wesley Woodyard able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack.
Good go. Great. Here we go.
Now Foles. That is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They'll set up a throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Did they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
44. Hey, we got to get this stuff.
On 1st down. Where? Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, He's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
That's caught at the 25. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Vinatieri now for the point after. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
You better be ready to go.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jags, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.